Hello. Look at what you're wearing right now. Is it a style that everyone in the world wears? Is it something that is common across your country? Is it something that if your great grandparents would see you in, would they kind of recognize it as a modern fashion? Or would they be really shocked? That question is the difference between folk culture and popular culture. Simply put, culture is everything a group of people produces and practices. Folk culture is traditionally practiced by a small, homogeneous group living in isolated rural areas. Think of it as local, traditional, and slow to change. Popular culture, on the other hand, is found in large, heterogeneous societies that share certain habits despite diversity. Now, with this, you have to think global, trendy, and something that is constantly changing. Now, the big difference here is geographic variation. Folk culture is highly varied from place to place. Amish communities in Pennsylvania look totally different from the Maasai village in Kenya. Popular culture, like a McDonald's menu, is nearly uniform across a wide space with some specific variations based off of the country it's in. Now, let's define three key terms that shape a culture. Habit is a repetitive act performed by an individual. Example, you always wear a specific baseball cap. Custom is a repetitive act performed by a group that becomes a characteristic of that group. An example of this is that all students at your school wear the school colors on a Friday, or a collection of customs creates a group's culture. Then we have the hearth, or the place of origin of a cultural trait. Now, with this, an example could be Silicon Valley. The region is the hearth of many new social media platforms. The origin or diffusion or spread of a culture are where the geographic differences become most clear. Now, the origin of folk culture is typically anonymous and non commercial. It arises from the necessity of daily life, like a traditional folk song telling a story about the local harvest or a specific cooking method passed down through a family. The origin of popular culture is usually known and traceable to a specific person, company, or place, often an urban hearth or a more developed country, MDC. An example of this is the latest smartphone was invented in a lab in California and then mass produced. Now, when we're looking at it, there is a key difference between folk culture and popular culture. Folk culture diffuses slowly through relocation diffusion, meaning the culture only spreads when the actual people carrying it migrate. An example of this are the Amish migrated from Europe to the United States and brought their clothing, farming method, and language with them. Meanwhile, popular culture diffuses rapidly through modern communication and transportation, primarily through a hierarchical diffusion. Because of these diffusion methods, the distribution of the two cultures is very different. Folk culture is highly clustered and limited by physical barriers like mountains, which restrict movement and communication, while popular culture is widespread across the globe. Ultimately, geography shapes our culture. Folk culture is a mirror of the local environment that we're in, while popular culture is reflective of the global technology and economic power that impacts us. So, next time you see a viral meme or a local craft, think about its hearth, how it is diffused, and the different geographic worlds of folk and pop culture. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more geography content.